The Wenatchee Waterfront redevelopment really is a story of turning things around from what was once blighted, industrial, unwelcoming property to what is now a very beautiful space for the people of Wenatchee.
Wenatchee's waterfront served a lot of purposes over the city's history. Its former usefulness was as an industrial area. I think that the city's landfill was down there. Back in the old days, there was actually cargoes floated up and down the river. But like so many urban areas in the United States, the waterfront was not the primary, it was sort of the dumping ground.
We probably missed waterfront development, I think, a number of years ago just by not recognizing really what we had. But we've recognized it now, and it's dramatically changing.
Brownfield redevelopment, it's not easy work, it's hard work. If these were easy sites to get cleaned up and get redeveloped, they'd already be done. The Washington State Department of Ecology's Toxic Cleanup Program oversees the cleanup of contaminated property across the state. The Brownfield Integrated Planning Grant is a program that we started several years ago in 2007.
The planning grant provided funds for the city to, one, get a phase 1 environmental assessment done, two, do some site investigation work. We drilled, we did some ground penetrating radar to just determine what are the limits of the landfill and what kind of environmental contamination issues were we dealing with. When you're dealing with a property that has either real environmental contamination or perceived environmental contamination, it's very hard to get confidence amongst the community and elected officials to move forward with redevelopment of a property because of the unknowns. This is a landfill property. Much of the fodder around the property was, oh my gosh, what are you doing with an old landfill? So what this grant did is it provides surety to, especially to the elected officials, on what we were dealing with so that we could move forward with a redevelopment effort.
Redevelopment is a challenging prospect, particularly when you have a property that's so critical as part of the Wenatchee's waterfront.
Well, Wenatchee has the Columbia River on one side and we have mountains on the other side, so we're landlocked. For us, this infill development is crucial. It is our last chance at having some significant growth in our community.
The park was really a great start from the redevelopment of the waterfront area, and it's been a great selling point for developers that are coming into the area who would like to build along the waterfront.
The port has invested considerable funds in land acquisition and the acquisition of an old steel fabrication plant, which is soon to be open as the Pybus Public Market.
Pybus Market is a renovation of a historic building in Wenatchee. The building itself was built in 1947-48. It's a football field long, so it's 300 feet long. We'll be a year-round operation, the home to the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market, as well as 18 to 20 permanent tenants that will be operating year-round. We'll be heated in the wintertime, air-conditioned in the summertime. We hope it will be an attractive and fun place for local residents as well as tourists to come and visit.
The Pybus Public Market provides the kind of signature attraction in a way quite similar to what the Pike Street Market does for downtown Seattle. It's a recognizable, unique place. It's a gathering place, and this gives Wenatchee something to build around, and it will be a focal point for the greater redevelopment of that neighborhood.
The location of Market is absolutely fortuitous. It's fabulous.
Might have been long overdue, but we've certainly recognized now what asset we have along our waterfront, and we're prepared to take advantage of that asset.
This integrated planning grant was right for this community, and the times allowed us to be patient to get the ultimate result.
I mean, this is, as much as we've set the table, this is really going to be the exciting part over the next 5 to 10 years as we think development's just getting ready to start.
This is a story about the city pulling together a vision that has a purpose, persistence, and over the arc of time have been patient in redeveloping this property.